Among Us, how come Tarma, the god of pride, keeps on changing his looks? So plainly, that's because he keeps on fucking with the wrong people. What do you mean? Back in history, when the gods would attend the Omegas, which is like the Olympics, Tarma decided it was going to be a good idea when he used to look like this to walk up to the goddess of the void, who is considered a tactical goddess, which means that in terms of 1v1s, she's one of the deadliest. After one of her performances at the Omega, in which she lost the event to mortals, because one of Cypher's hobbies is to participate in gymnastics. In fact, she takes some of her divine funds, spreads it across the world to start up gymnastic programs so other mortals can enjoy them and get good enough to try to compete against her at the Omega. You may be thinking, well, like Dark, she's a god. How can she lose? Because to stay fair, she lowers herself to the peak of mortal perfection. Because then it's strictly about technique at that point. She loves to be challenged. And so Tarma didn't like the fact that she is losing to mortals, which makes the gods look bad. So he walked on stage and then slapped the shit out of her. And let's just say her snakes didn't like that at all. So then, mortals got to witness one of the first divine fights between gods. And it ended with her putting him in an armbar, and she has an ability to summon something called the Void. And the Void, once it touches you, is pretty much an auto kill. But if you're strong enough, like a god, it takes a little bit more time. But she ended up starting to carve through his divine armor, and in the process of fearing for his life, he shit his pants in front of everyone. And it took Desolation, god of destruction, the god of honor, and also the goddess of death to pull her off of him before she could kill him. So needless to say, he was offended. So our boy Tarma, always looking for a comeback, came up with the solution of a rebrand. That's when he dropped all the flashy armor minus his shin guards, adopted a new weapon called a mace, let that long flowing hair go with a nice tattoo, and basically went on a proclamation that if you wear armor, you're basically a scrub. And you have no honor because you have to put something in between you and your enemies. And it looked like it was working for a while until Tarma kept on talking shit, specifically to Cypher, about how he was a man's man and she's a trashy goddess who lets anybody sleep with her, that all it would take is one night with him before he dominated her with his masculine energy. And Cypher said, bet. So each of the two gods got their grand priest together along with the third observing god to make sure nothing popped off, and Cypher and Tarma slept together. But the problem is, as Tarma's doing the stroking, Cypher fell asleep because she was so bored. And naturally, Cypher went and told people about it. Because she had her grand priest, he had his grand priest, like another god watched it and confirmed it. So Tarma went and kidnapped one of the world's best erotic writers and had him follow around during his escapades in order to write an autobiographical picture effectively about how good he is in bed. And then a little bit of time passes and